You ever been driving late at night, middle of nowhere, and your car does something it shouldn't? There's a road in New Paris, Pennsylvania, tiny town, maybe 300 people, the kind of place you pass through without noticing. But there's one spot on the edge of town that people notice, because when you drive there, your car rolls uphill. No engine, no gas, neutral gear, and you start moving, forward, up, against gravity. They call it Gravity Hill. And if you ask the locals, they'll tell you it's not the road, it's what's on the road. The story goes back to the 1950s. A school bus full of kids was coming home late from a game. The driver took a back road to save time. The same road, the same hill. And on that night, the bus stalled right at the bottom of the slope. The driver got out to check the engine. While he was standing there, a truck came over the crest too fast. No headlights, no warning. It hit the bus head on. The kids inside never had a chance. The driver survived. He stood on the side of the road covered in glass and blood and watched that bus burn. They say he never spoke again after that night, just sat in his house staring at the wall until he died. But the kids didn't leave. A few years after the accident, people started noticing something strange on that hill. Cars parked at the bottom would start rolling, slowly, gently, up the incline. Not fast, not dangerous. Just a slow, steady push toward the crest. And if you put baby powder on your back bumper before you do it, they say you'll see handprints when you get out. Small handprints, dozens of them. The first time I heard about it was from a guy at a gas station. I was passing through New Paris on a road trip, just getting coffee. He saw my out-of-state plates and asked if I was looking for Gravity Hill. I laughed. He didn't. "You can laugh," he said, "but I've lived here 40 years. I've seen cars roll uphill with the engine off. I've seen the handprints, and I've seen people get out of their cars after and just stand there crying. Not scared, just sad, like they felt something they couldn't explain." I asked him if he'd ever done it himself. He went quiet. Then he said, "Once. I put the car in neutral, started rolling, and halfway up the hill, I heard something. Not a sound, more like a feeling, like someone small was sitting in the back seat, someone who didn't want me to be alone. I got to the top, got out, and checked the trunk. There were handprints on the paint, tiny ones, all over the back." He said he never did it again, not because he was scared, because it felt too real, too personal, like those kids were still trying to get home. There's another version of the story. Some people say it wasn't a bus crash. They say a mother was driving her children home in a snowstorm. The car slid off the road and into a tree. She died instantly. The children survived for hours in the cold before anyone found them. Now her ghost pushes cars up the hill to save them from sliding down, to protect them the way she couldn't protect her own. I don't know which story is true, maybe both, maybe neither, but I've seen the videos, hundreds of them, people putting their cars in neutral at the bottom of that hill and watching the needle on the speedometer rise, rolling forward, uphill. Physics says it's impossible, gravity says it can't happen, but the videos don't lie.